Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'll be taking a look at this Selfie ring light. What's ironic is I've already had to do this review once and my microphone wasn't working, so this is my second time, I guess, reviewing this Selfie ring light from an unknown company. I'm sure it's written somewhere here, but it is in Chinese, so I unfortunately cannot read it. This is the packaging that it comes in, a little plastic tray that contains the Selfie ring light, and then it's just a cardboard box, and yeah, nothing too interesting there. This is the actual ring light itself. You can kind of see it in comparison to the size of our phone here. It's pretty big. This is a regular iPhone 6S. It's not the 6S Plus, so you can kind of see it in comparison. It's a pretty large Selfie ring light, so people will definitely know if you're using this, but if you are using this, I'm not sure you really care. To power this, we do have two AAA batteries that are not included, so I did have to use my own AAA batteries for this product. We do have two AAA batteries in there. It's not a big deal that they aren't included because most people have AAA batteries, but it is a little unfortunate that you will not be able to necessarily start taking selfies right away. You might have to put some batteries in the Selfie light first. How this works is it essentially just clips onto the front of your phone here. As you can see, there's a little clip here, so it does clip on like this. So you could also use this like close a bag of chips or something when you aren't taking selfies, but you can go ahead and kind of clip it onto the front of your phone here like this. And then we do have 3 different lighting modes, so we can turn it on and probably pushing a little button on top, turns it on and push it again until it gets brighter, push it on again and it gets brighter. So we do have 3 different brightness modes, so you can have some variation in your selfies. You don't have to stick to one lighting mode. I personally prefer the brightest mode because it's all about making yourself glow. I think that's what's kind of going on in the box here. She has a little twinkle in her eye because she's using the brightest mode on this ring light. This is especially useful for people that don't want to get up and turn on the lights. So if you're sitting on the couch and you have your phone in your pocket, you can have your Selfie ring light in your other pocket, and rather than having to get up and walk all the way over to the wall and flip on a light switch, you can just kind of pull out the Selfie ring light out of your left pocket and your phone out of your right pocket, clip the ring light onto your phone and start taking great selfies right away. It is definitely a very good product for using that, and it actually does its job pretty well. It's surprisingly bright and it actually does exactly what it says it does. I'm not sure I would recommend using it just for the amount of judgment you will get. It's a little bit worse than a selfie pole, which is kind of impressive that somebody managed to lower that bar. But like I said, it does definitely do everything it says it does very well. It doesn't mention the amount of people it will repel away from you, but it does actually kind of light up your face or light up whatever you're trying to take pictures of. I'm sure there are practical uses for this as well. Theoretically, you could kind of like take this and maybe flip it around and it's not nearly as bad. Now you can actually use it as like a little flashlight. Maybe you're exploring a cave or in a tunnel and you're on vacation and you want to take pictures of the surroundings. You can just kind of turn this on, and it actually does do a pretty good job of kind of lighting up the way. Like I mentioned, it's actually kind of brighter than you would expect it to be. It actually works pretty well. It's definitely kind of terrible build quality, which is unfortunate. It's all just kind of tacky plastic and I feel like it's going to break relatively soon, but that's okay because it's only like $20, so it's only a $20 investment for a cheap plastic ring light. Definitely a little overpriced in my opinion. I would maybe pay $6 for it if I were to want to pay anything for it at all. Again, it's not a terrible product. Like I said, it does everything it says it does very well. It's just the kind of idea of the product that gets to me. I'm really not sure I would recommend it for that reason, but if you are really wanting this and you have some practical purpose for it, hopefully it's not for selfies. I mean, I personally won't judge you too much if you use this to take selfies, but then again, most people would take selfies on Snapchat, and Snapchat has a built-in front-facing flash. It won't be as good as this ring light, but I mean, you would save money by using it and you'd also save judgment by using it. So I would personally recommend just using Snapchat's built-in flash. Even like the iPhone 6S is a built-in flash in the stock camera app. Not all smartphones do have the built-in flash in the stock camera app, so if you're wanting to take selfies and just kind of save them on your phone for yourself, then you may want this. But if you're using Snapchat, I would just recommend using the built-in Snapchat flash because it's definitely not as good as this ring light, but it will save you $20 and a little bit of judgment. So overall, if you have some practical purpose for this ring light, I suppose it's not a terrible product. It is really just the idea of it. Like I said, I'm not sure what any of this Chinese writing says. Maybe it says there's some other use for it, but it does a picture of a person taking a selfie and her eyes are glowing because she's using the brightest LED setting, as I mentioned. So it does definitely actually improve the quality of your selfies, and it will also just kind of improve the quality of your pictures overall, because the more light that's in your picture, the better the picture is, unless it's outdoors, in which case it won't do anything. But if you're indoors and you have this ring light on, your picture quality will go up because there's more light. So the sensor can kind of capture more light, and the picture quality will be improved. It definitely has some practical purposes as well if you are using it maybe on the rear facing camera to do something, or using it for something other than selfies. But even if you are just using it for selfies, it is kind of funny. I would say this would be a great gift as well. I would personally wouldn't recommend buying it for yourself just because it's a little tacky. I mean, please just use Snapchat's flash or turn on a light. But if you are buying it for a gift, as maybe like a gag gift or something, it's kind of funny because it is kind of a funny product. It definitely does actually work though, so maybe it'll be a joke on you when the person you give it to actually uses it and really enjoys using it, because it does everything it says it does very well. It's just the idea of it that is a little disappointing. So yeah, anyway, if you wish to purchase this product, unfortunately the link is in the description, as it always is. If you enjoyed this video, then a like rating is always appreciated, and if you'd like to see more videos somewhat similar to this, then feel free to subscribe. This has been Jordan for Jolt Reviews. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next review.